So after a really busy day in Lisbon, and a long one as well, and all that walking, we had a late lie-in, didn't we?
We did, yes.
Sea day the next day on the 13th. So we had a bit of a rest, didn't we?
I think all of us did, actually.
Yeah, I think
we were
so.
all shattered. But then we kind of met up, regrouped, met up around about lunchtime.
We did, yeah.
And decided that we would have a couple of beers.
And a game of cards.
Yeah, and a game of cards.
So Lindsay was learning cribbage for the first time. It's a good game, isn't it?
Yeah, I coped with the card aspect. The points and things got me a bit confused, but I had people there that could do that. So
it's a really good game.
Yeah, it was an interesting game.
And we stayed there for hours, didn't we?
It is.
It takes a while to learn a game, and we had a drop of Thatchers while we were doing it. And then Lindsay popped into the loo and came back with a message for Paul, didn't you?
I did. I was very generously telling him that there were sausage rolls in the buffet in the afternoon.
And then Paul disappeared and then came back with a plate full of sausage rolls.
Yeah, we'll insert the picture here.
Yeah. Well, they were nice as well, weren't
they? They were very nice.
For everyone
actually.
to share, not just from, no, we all shared them. And then we met, well, Paul and Carol were meeting with Tim, weren't they? And we sort of had a little chat as well.
Yeah. Very
nice guy, got his own YouTube channel. What's it called? Travels with Tim?
I can't remember.
We decided to take a short break from playing cards to have a go at the music quiz, but unfortunately we didn't do very well in that either.
Okay, they are
Killers.
the killers. Yes.
So Linz, you have got a new cocktail. This is one of the Christmas cocktails, and it's called a Yule Fuel, which is champagne and Calvados apple brandy. So it should be a bit hot.
And some dead fruit on the top.
And some very dead fruit. What's it smell like? Oh. Is it not? It's a good night, Liz. Is it not an afternoon cocktail?
Not really, no.
Is it more of an evening one?
It's a pre-bed cocktail.
Quite nice, actually.
Is it? It's all right, is it?
It's very appley.
I chose well then.
Very appley.
Not good for me then.
It's very expensive, but it's very appley.
Not good for me.
No, you can't have any of it.
No, all right. And then, what did we do then? Oh, we had dinner in the buffet again. It's getting to be a bit of a theme here. We've not been impressed with the menus in the main dining room.
Well, we've got to the stage where we check the menus for dinner, both in the main dining room and upstairs in the buffet. And when you look at the menu downstairs in the main dining room, and sometimes you think,
oh, that's all right.
That's all right. That's all right. And then you look at what they're doing in the buffet, and you go, oh. And that's the difference. It's difficult to describe, but that's the difference.
And it was formal that as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we stayed up, we went down, changed after cards, got dressed up in our finery,
went to
the buffet for dinner. Thought we have a little salad tonight before the main course. And is that your starter? Oh, I've got the droop. Is that your starter, Lindsay, or is that your main course as well?
No, this is my starter.
Oh.
Split salad.
Oh, lovely. And
Lovely.
Alfie's having his pudding, aren't you, Alf?
Cheese and crackers.
As the evening began, we noticed what was happening outside and just had to go out and take some photographs. It really was stunning. Yeah, so the former night was a 1920s theme night. We hadn't exactly dressed up that much, have we?
Well, no. I mean, it's really easy for the guys because all they need is a trilby.
I
Really.
put a hat on.
You put a hat.
And we went to the Commodore Club for the rest of the evening. And that pianist was up there with a velvet voice. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pianist.
But we probably got a picture of the gangsters.
Yes, a few pictures, wasn't there? And we sort of stayed up there until it was time to go to bed, didn't we?
Did.
It was quite a nice night because all of us were all together, weren't we?
Yes, we
all
were.
7 of us.
Yeah.
It was a really nice night.
Disrupting the peace and quiet up there.
Yeah. The next morning we were blessed with some more beautiful weather for the time of year as we headed off into Vigo to see what we could find. When you dock in Vigo, the ship is right there at the edge of town, so it's very easy to just get off and stroll. As you can see, looking back from the port side, here's a view of the ship.
It's an RC.
RC?
I think it's supposed to be a
Acer. Ah, it could be an RC in Spanish then. We continued to make our way through the town, past some of the interesting shops with some huge bottles of wine, until we got to the bottom of the travelators. When we got up into the large square, this is what we saw in front of us, but no matter how I tried, I couldn't get Lindsay to jump on. As in all the other cities we visited on this trip, the Christmas decorations looked fantastic. It was such a shame that we'd be leaving before it got dark, so we wouldn't actually see them in all their glory. We wondered if the red carpet area was actually a performance area for the evening and they put on shows here. If any of you can answer this, perhaps you put it in the comments below. After a little stroll around Vigo, we stopped for a cup of coffee, and that pesky bird's jumped in on the action again, hasn't she?
Yeah.
So here we are, cappuccino, and we got some little puffs on the plate as well. Not quite, I think they're like mini croissants, but we'll see. Try one, Lindsay.
Shall I try one, Cam?
Yeah, have a little.
We'll have a little puff together.
I don't know, it's a croissant.
It's like a little. There's nothing inside it.
No.
It's a sweet pastry.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'll find out in a minute.
I don't think you need to dip it in your coffee can, is what you need to do.
I could dip it, yeah. Try dip it in.
Oh, I don't know.
It's good, is it? It works. Oh,
It's
we'll
a
try
dipper.
that then.
It's a dipper.
Go for the dip then, Lindsay. Just make sure it doesn't fall off in the cup. Yeah?
Not sure, but.
Not sure.
After coffee, we continued our walk, and soon we came across this little Christmas shop, an ideal place for Carol to get one of her famous baubles. Got some famous people in here. Who does that remind you of? Oh, of course it is. Ho, ho, ho. Did you see a man doing a thing there? Doing his duty?
There's a man crouching in the nativity.
We made our way back through to a little park that we'd visited many times before, but we'd never seen it like this before. There was a wonderful atmosphere around the place with the families out just enjoying the pre-Christmas feel. kebab. I love a kebab. Do you like a kebab?
I like shish, man.
Yeah. Oh, look at the size of that. Now that could do you and Lindsay, couldn't it?
How big are they?
This is a bit of a good find, really.
Mad, isn't it? That's what we were going up.
And somehow, with all this beautiful food and drink around us, we managed to resist. And so we headed back to the ship for the last time. If you'd like to see more of our travels and information videos, why not subscribe to the channel? Oh, and don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. He's got our hot dog and onions. Is that better today, dear? And I got my burger with a few fries and a Thatcher's Gold, and Lindsay's got the recorder leg. A little snack.
Bit of chicken.
Must be my strange forest accent class for a cheeseburger.
You got the chicken burger.
I got a chicken burger.
Okay. Got your Thatcher's Gold there, Paulie. Smell that?
No.
Oh. Naughty Canagan.
Naughty boy.
After board and easy back, everybody's off and neatly off. Chief Engineer's just starting up these engines for us and we get ready to set sail northbound back to Southampton. 659 miles between here and there, but a day at sea tomorrow to relax and unwind before unfortunately you have to go home. We should be landing Cape Finisterre about 2100 this evening and transiting northbound through the Bay of Biscay. Forecast for a transit to the Bay of Biscay, you'll be glad to hear, much as we have today. Blue skies, light airs, and no more than 2 metres swell forecast, so it looks quite pleasant out there. Fingers crossed it'll hold up to that. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the departure here from Vigo, and I look forward to seeing you around this ship. Thank you.
And we enjoyed another beautiful sunset as we sailed away from Vigo. And then from there we went to the Indian buffet dinner.
Yeah. Plenty of choice.
Yes, lots of fish there.
Yeah.
Which is unusual for Indian. No lamb or beef main dishes.
No.
But I had some vegetarian stuff and it was really nice. Really good.
And if you didn't want that, there was also the ordinary
Roast.
buffet there. There was a roast
And pizzas.
and pizzas
And pasta station.
and a pasta station, and also the salad area.
Yeah. all
So
made
there
to
was
order.
plenty of choice.
So that was last night, really, wasn't
Well,
it?
then we went to the pub.
Oh yeah, we went to the pub, didn't we? And we did 2 quizzes.
Yeah,
Well, 1.5.
yeah.
And we came second in one, and the other one we got wiped out on. It was a wipeout quiz, and we got the last question wrong. But hey ho, not to worry. And then, what did we do?
Oh, we went into-
we went to the casino and had another little flutter because it was still early, wasn't it?
It was quite
It was
early.
only sort of 11 o'clock-ish, so we popped in and had a little flutter in the casino,
Yes.
and didn't do too badly, did we?
No, I came away with $11.
Well, I've got $30, but I did put another 20 in.
Oh.
So I've actually only gained 10, but I lost 10 before that, so I'm sort of, overall on the entire cruise, I'm about $10 down.
Which I've made up for with my win.
Is that, yeah, but what about the 20 you started with?
Oh, that doesn't count. That came from the cruise before.
No. So you're down 10 and I'm down 10, roughly. Which is pretty good because we've had a couple of hours entertainment in there and fun, haven't we?
Yeah.
Carol came with us as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
And then we went on to bed and slept
Yeah.
like a log again.
Yeah.
Then this morning,
Well, this morning it's the last day, and it's always quite busy, isn't it? So of course you start off with a bit of breakfast in the buffet, and then we decided that we would. Well, we wanted to come back to the cabin, but it wasn't.
No,
tidy.
it's been made up.
Up. So we went off to do the last tiny little bit of filming that you hadn't done in a room that we hadn't
Just
found
couldn't
before.
find. We had to ask where it was. Connections 2 and Connections 3 on deck 3, and we just couldn't find them. They're very well hidden.
They are.
They're really quite interesting.
Essentially meeting rooms.
Yeah.
But each one would, they're identical. They're sort of opposite sides of the ship. But each would hold 60, 70 people quite easily for a meeting. So it was quite nice to be able to find them. Then we strolled through the shops.
Well, that was the idea, because I'd filmed the outside of the shops, and then we said, well, we'll just pop into one or two and have a look. And Lindsay was eyeing up the handbags, weren't you?
You were the one that found the bargain.
The bargain?
The pre-loved.
Oh, no, it was a gentleman down the way who nearly had a heart attack when he looked at the price for a second-hand handbag.
He wasn't very polite, was he?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't rude to us. He was just shocked. Shock.
It made us laugh.
Yeah, it did. So we had to go and have a look and investigate that one.
It wasn't pre-loved. They call it reloved.
Reloved, yes. And
It was a Gucci bag.
A Gucci second-hand bag, and I'll just put the clip in here. So we're looking at this one. This is a second-hand handbag here.
Cool. It's reloved.
Yeah, reloved.
It's a Gucci. Fair enough.
And it's $2,035 for a second-hand handbag.
Wow.
That was quite astounding, really.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
There were other makes that were just as
And then
almost
what
as
happened?
expensive. We went into the clothes bit.
Yeah.
Well, there were some bargains.
There were some bargains, wasn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed that there was as we walked past, as you do,
Bargain basement.
it had a tag on it with sort of the price crossed out and in red the new price. Oh, they've got half price sale. So we just looked a little bit closer, and you found that one, and I think that quite suits him quite nicely.
Yeah. It's a bit long in the arms, or rather my arms are a bit short for the size of my belly, I think.
Yeah, that's a good description. I don't think it's going to make any difference if you lose a little bit of that.
No, but but my elbows have slipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I found a sweatshirt. didn't I?
And they're very nice,
Fleece.
and they were very reasonable. This one was $30,
Yeah.
so that's what, 25 quid, which is really quite
And
good.
mine was roughly the same price, which is
a bit
quite
more
unusual.
expensive, wasn't it? But
Just a
not.
little bit. But then
It's
I've
really
got a hood
nice
on.
fleece.
I've got a hood on mine.
Yeah, really nice hoodie. So it's good.
So, happy Christmas, dear.
Happy Christmas.
That's quite small.
The price on it.
Yeah.
What's that one?
Oh my God.
$30.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice bag. Fancy little purple bag. You like purple? Match your phone cover.
It would, wouldn't it?
$231.
That one's a bit better, see? It's a better price.
Good job you're not a handbag fiend, isn't it?
Ted Baker?
One of my favourite brands. Go on. Yeah, lovely. So that was it, and now we got to think about packing.
Yeah, we've got to start that.
We ought to do a bit. Yeah.
And then go and meet some friends for lunch.
Lunch. Yeah.
I think it's Paul, Carol, Bob, Holly,
Ed.
and Ed and Alfie.
Alfie.
I think we're meeting for lunchtime.
But we don't know where, or well, we know it's in the pub, but we don't know when. We shall find out in a bit. So yeah, we'll take you with us and enjoy the drink. On the way to the Golden Lion, we passed by the Queen's Room, and look what we found. There was a really good dance class going on. This is something that cunard do really well.
Behind, side, cross, out, in, out, behind, side, together. So you'll see that definite pause on that fourth count, okay? One more time, right foot, we go out, in, out, behind, side, cross, out, in, out, behind, side, together.
So Lindsay, it's our final sea day before we dock back at Southampton, and sort of midday-ish on what we're doing.
We're sat in the pub, kind of where we started.
It is. It's sort of like going full circle,
It
hasn't
has
it?
really. We're actually in the same corner as well.
And we're looking at the menu with not much success.
No, I don't think either of us are overly impressed with the menu.
Well, they've taken a lot of the nice things away.
Everybody's moaning about the fact that the pies have gone, daily pies.
Yeah, the curries have gone.
Yeah,
The specials board's gone.
Yeah.
And it's what's on there, a very small choice, and probably half of which, if not more than half on the main plates, is now chargeable.
And some people would really enjoy a cheese toasty at lunchtime.
Yeah.
But if you think I'm paying £7.50 plus service charge for that, no.
No, it's just so wrong. You know, and a cheese toasty is not an expensive item to make. You know, it's just creeping commercialism,
Yeah.
let's say, yeah? As we suspected it would be when they started charging on Queen Anne.
But they seem to have more choice on Queen Anne. They still had the
They
daily
still have the
specials.
daily special.
They've stopped them here
Yeah,
quite recently.
strange.
Yeah, very
Not
odd.
sure what's going on. I guess the less daily specials you have, the more you can force people to try the chargeable ones. What I think it's doing is forcing people out the pub and going elsewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Our friends and our food duly arrived, and this is a quick look at the ploughmans. And then I had the fish and chips again, which I really enjoyed on the first day. So I had my fish and chips, and the other week when we got on board, it was absolutely beautiful. Today the chips were fantastic yet again, but my fish, particularly at one half, is covered with uncooked, soggy, raw batter. Ugh. Or as they say in Wales, ugh. After we had lunch, we went over and joined Vicky and Stuart for another chat and a couple of drinks. It was great to meet them on board. If you do ever see us on board a ship and would like to say hello, please pop over and say hello. We love to meet people and chat to them. Our final game of cards, then back to the buffet for dinner. We decided to try pasta to begin with. Salad to begin with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks nice. And I went for pasta. It's alright, and that French bread is really nice. We popped outside to get the last of our sunset pictures for this cruise, and then went for a drink. Meanwhile, Lindsay and Carol popped off to see what was happening in the Queen's room. One more thing to do before we went to bed, and that was to cash out at the casino. Please remember to do this, because if you don't, I'm afraid you'll just lose your money. However, rather than cashing out, we decided to have another little flutter, and then this happened. So it's our final morning on Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
It's been a good cruise.
It has been a good cruise. We've had some real fun.
Great company. We
Yeah.
seem to have fun. So I guess it's just a case of saying let's hop off to breakfast, and then we'll see you next time. So bye bye for now.
Bye.
We had so many highlights on this cruise, it's a job to pick out the best, but these are just a few moments that made this cruise so special. Look out for our forthcoming food reviews and also a full ship tour of Queen Victoria.
Bye.